Virgo, hello, hi, welcome to my channel. I'm quite excited to do this reading for you because it kind of wraps up quite a lot of stuff that I've been covering in the last couple of weeks. So this one looks at what are they thinking. This can obviously be in a romantic sense, what are they thinking? Or it can maybe be with somebody that you might be having some sort of confrontation with, a friend, a family member, a colleague, an acquaintance that you just may be close to. And you sort of want to kind of get, where they're coming from. There's some banging happening at the back. I'm sorry about that. I do apologize. But to let you know, this reading sort of wraps up or slots in with the full September 2020 reading that I did for you, with the one that I uploaded on my channel last week, the one till 13th September. And also the one that I did for this weekend past, which was Do They Still Love Me? Alright. Now, generally, I don't very much encourage cross-watching, just because it can kind of mess up with your mind. Obviously, depending on your chart, so if you are Sun, which is obviously a zodiac sign, Moon emotions, Virgo love, or even Mercury with communication in Virgo, then perfect, and this is your reading, then by all means stick around. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw for you. So we're just going to sort of focus on, whoever it is that you might have some kind of question with, what it is that they are thinking. We're going to draw there for you for the current situation, how it got there, where you can look at things going forward. And then we always have that sort of question on our mind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw an angel card for you for that question that you have on your mind, just to give you a time frame. And then when we finish off, what I'm going to do is with all 12 the different zodiac signs, that if you maybe been wondering about somebody that you got a situation with, be it love, be it whatever, just a very, very quick, all 12 different zodiac signs, what it is that you kind of get a quick messages from the universe there for them, yes, no, that sort of thing. All right. So again, if there is some banging, I do apologize, Virgo, for that. But let's have a look for you. There's a number of my personal readings that I have has actually been for Virgo lately. And I think, with so many changes happening in the world at the moment, it is a little bit difficult because, you're not really able to have as much sort of control over things as you might ordinarily prefer to have. All right, so let's see. I'm sorry for the bang in the back, but I've got to do your reading, otherwise I'm not going to get time to do the reading for you. All right, for those of you that follow me every week, I'd like to thank you. I'd like to welcome you back. For those of you that are new to the channel, my name is Adrian. I'm an intuitive healer. I practice holistic wellness, and I also do spiritual regression hypnosis, and there's a link on my profile that speaks about that. So the overall energy that you have is the Queen of Wands, all right? And so they're definitely thinking about you. They're probably thinking about you more than you might actually imagine. The situation that we have here at the moment, there's the Three of Swords, there's the Nine of Pentacles, and there is the Emperor. So I actually feel that their hearts might be quite broken. They might actually quite regret it, especially if you're not speaking at the moment. They might quite regret it. They might really want to rekindle. They might think that it might be very good if you could get together, that things could really work out. But they see you standing in your power. Now, I'm obviously not encouraging you to not stand in your power. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is just that they do see you standing in your power, and it might feel a little bit intimidating, not sure, do they actually say something, don't they actually say something, because they kind of see you shining, and from the outside, you look pretty all right, you look pretty okay, all right? Again, I'm not encouraging you to tone yourself down. I'm just saying how the situation is looking from the outside in. Now, this situation, the way this came about, this will have something to do with money or some kind of maybe property or a home, or could even be a career, but there's some kind of imbalance here with materialistic sort of property. The Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, as well as the Three of Pentacles. Something was lost here. Some sort of stability was lost here, and this is what brought this situation about, where I feel the roles can be reversed, but I feel that you are probably the one that stepped away, that you felt that the situation wasn't honoring your greatest good, so you stepped away. And going forward, the High Priestess, the Fool, and the Devil. All right. So I do actually feel that they're reaching out. They want to have a new start. There could be an apology. There could be. This is more an amends. It's not so much an apology. I feel in this particular case, it's not so much a case of an apology. It's more a case of understanding. And I have to be honest with you, I feel that you both have an equal share in this. So, sometimes we just look on the other side, but there's an equal contribution to the situation that came about. Obviously, Virgo, you're very fair, so you're not gonna jump over there and give other people blame. You're gonna accept your own blame as well. But I feel that for some of you, and you want to be careful of this, it's good to accept your blame, but some of you are accepting more blame. Then sort of like more blame than what is yours. All right, so be mindful of that, because that in itself is a different sort of imbalance. You don't want this, because I see them coming across I see them apologize as well, not apologizing but explaining sort of. I feel that for many of you there's a sort of a gray area. There's a part somewhere where you don't 100% understand, and that is getting cleared out for you for a new start. But some of you are in that space where you're almost going to almost like a sacrificial sort of space. Like if you sacrifice one, you're going to sacrifice you. You don't want to do that. All right. Let's see what we have in clarifiers for you. Okay. See what we have got in clar. This is not necessarily a romantic situation that's happening here. This could be a friendship. This could have something to do with a family member. Yeah. But you want to be careful of not creating a new sort of imbalance, okay? So the overall situation first that we are clarifying, so the Queen of Wands is clarified by the Muse, Muse of Inspiration, as well as the World and the Hanged Man, okay? So, yeah, there's a coming together here, but you know what and I can feel that things are already coming together for you here, Virgo. And obviously this is a general reading. If you want to have a personal reading, you can either have, with your own trusted reader, or you can have one with me if you want to. My contact details are down below. My readings are still $18. The special still continues. But if you do this, when you get together here, what I want to encourage you to do is not to 100% say yes right away, because they're coming across, they're apologizing, but you're asked to hold up for just a moment, just before you say yes to whatever the deal is. Just say, can I have some time? Can I think about this? Because there is still, I feel that for some of you, you might be so overwhelmed with joy when the situation clears out, that there's a clarity there that you might still be missing. Okay. That you might be missing. So let's see what we have for this past situation that brought things to where they are. With the Seven of Pentacles, we've got the Page of Voices, we've got the Five of Materials, and we've got the Four of Emotions. Okay, so you were feeling unfulfilled, maybe disrespected, but this was more unfulfilled. There were different needs that you had, emotionally, materialistic needs. So in a sense, you really needed to focus on yourself there for a while. All right, that was really, really a necessity for you at the time. And I feel that this might have been misunderstood by the other person. They sort of felt that you didn't maybe want to spend time with them, that you didn't want to, that you weren't important in their life. So that's sort of the perception that they got. But I get that they might also be sort of actually started to realize that they might have misinterpreted the situation. Okay. With the Eight of Pentacles over there, we're clarifying, and we've got the Ace of Emotions, the Four of Inspirations, and the Queen of Emotions. Okay, so you really thought about it, even though you pretended that you didn't care. You thought about it. And you came to new insights, and the other person came to new insights. This is one of those situations where you have spoken to a friend, they've spoken to a friend, you could have both done it, but or just had a good think about it. But you realize that sometimes we are better together, especially during difficult situations, as opposed to be apart. But it's only in being apart that you sometimes get an understanding that you're actually better together. So this is sort of what's been going on here. And clarifying there the Three of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. Three major arcana cards. The Sun, the Death card, the Chariot. Okay, so end of a situation there, definitely. So there might have been a lack of communication. Maybe you guys weren't speaking to each other for a while, and it could be both of you. I feel that it might be both of you, but it could have maybe just been one of you. Have been sort of secretly, you know, you were like you were bubbling secretly. Okay, and that also brought you to the realization that it was time for new insights, for a different way of being, for a different way of doing, in fact. So even though I feel that the situation itself might not be pleasant, it already started to come together. There was a neither here nor there sort of energy that was going on here. You guys may have been so familiar with each other, you might have been, you know, known each other so well, had this sort of understanding that things were not exactly, they were not going backwards, but they weren't going forwards either. So the situation started to get a little bit stale. All right. And so that sort of timeout was necessary. And whether it was you instigated the timeout, whether it was the other person instigated the timeout itself was necessary because the energy was getting stuck. And people are often surprised when I say this to them. But remember, we are energy expressed, which means we've got feelings, we've got emotions, we've got preference, we've got choices. So energy is energy, and the energy sometimes get bored of us as well. The energy is like, please, can you just get to a point now? So the energy itself had a hand in the situation here as well, pushing you beautifully, beautifully, beautifully forward. All right. Let's see where we are currently at. There's a bit of a blame game going on here. You know, your heart's broken, their heart's broken. Yeah, so, you know, you may feel sorry that you are reaching out. There's three cards went flying right over there, so I'm going to use those for the clarifiers. And this one went upside down, so let's look at that right away because there's something here that you don't want to look at. I'm going to look at these two first. The Hermit and the Six of Materials, all right, which is Pentacles. So, Virgo, this is where you're coming in. You can see the situation can work, okay? They can too, but this could be them, but I do sort of feel this on you. It could be them as well. One of you, if not both of you, can see how the situation can work. But there's sort of like a both being stubborn going on here. You're both stubborn, all right? And so you're using all sort of different excuses. I'm taking some time out. I'm taking some rest. I'm recuperating my energy. I'm having some me time, etc., etc., etc. Those are all excuses. There's something here that one of you don't want to look at, and it is the Three of Materials. Somebody has to instigate the new start. All right. Somebody has to instigate the new start. Somebody has to do it. You have to do it. They have to do it. If you're waiting on them, you know, then sort of you're giving you're placing your power and your energy in their decisiveness. Will they say yes? Will they say no? I do feel that you both want this. So I actually feel a good going forward energy here. But I mean, I know that you don't always like to go ahead and instigate stuff, but if you wait for them, who knows how long you might need to wait. All right. Nine of Pentacles, we've got the so Nine of Pentacles is clarified by the Nine of Emotions and the Ace of Materials, as well as the Page of Inspiration. Now this is coming back to you again, Virgo. I feel that there's some sort of smart idea that you are busy with here, but even though it's smart, you taking control of the situation, and I like that energy because I feel like a surge of joy, like an expanding sort of joy that is happening over here, which is good, because you really get, I don't know, it's like your person might be moving on, and you know, this is something I always admire about a Virgo. My sister's a Virgo, and we almost grew up like a twins, even though I'm 2 years older. Virgo, you can see a situation going in a certain direction a mile away. You will notice the smallest details. You know, you're very prone to picking up details. You're almost psychic in that sense, and you can see this person moving on. You can see this person moving away, and they're doing so peacefully, which means even though they're doing so peacefully, they sort of move into that space where you might not be able to get them back, you know. Let's see with the Emperor over here. So with the Emperor, we have got, for the current situation, the Knight of Emotions, which always is a card to me that speaks a lot about positivity, the Knight of Cups, the Muse of Materials, and the Ten of Voices. All right, you are realizing, it's weird because I almost feel like there's a lot of sort of a mirroring going on here. It's like you're not alone in this game, you're both in this game together, but what I can tell you, what I do pick up, is that if you are waiting for this other person to make this first move, it is not going to happen. Okay, if you are waiting for the other person to make the move, you are setting yourself up for failure, for disappointment, because I don't see that happening. Okay, where is the situation going forward? Why is the situation going forward? So we're clarifying the High Priestess, which always is a powerful message instigator, followed by the Three of Swords, which is the Three of Voices in this deck, the Ace of Inspirations, and the Seven of Voices. Lots of aces, lots of new starts, lots of new beginnings, and you've got aces as well as pages. So you are seeing certain things, you are seeing how things are changing. Things are changing really, really fast. The situation can be salvaged, but it's almost like hope is nearly gone. All right, if you want it, you gotta go take it now, because this is really one of those cases where hope is really sort of nearly gone. Okay, because again, with the Three of Voices, Three of Swords, which you had in the current situation, I'm just going to give it to you outright exactly the way it's coming out. This person is sick of your nonsense. They're tired of your nonsense. You know, they've sort of had it with the tricks that you can play sometimes. So clarifying the Fool here, we've got the Nine of Inspiration, we've got the Magician, and we've got the Four of Materials. I don't really feel, you know, they're not angry with you. There's more a sense of hurt going on here, almost a slight bit of hopelessness. Like, so I feel that yes, they are still thinking about you, but it also feels like, could be from your perspective, but from the other person's perspective, it sort of feels like there's not hope over here. Like this situation can't be salvaged, you know. So it's almost one of those things where people are not angry with you, but they do sort of peacefully just kind of drift away from you, because it's like the holding on and the hope that they may have, it's just beginning to hurt them, you know, too much. Got a couple of cards here that I caught in between my legs, but it's too many cards for you. So let's look at this Devil card going forward, because ending with the Devil, this energy can go anywhere, but it does depend on you. Yeah, confirmed there with the Temperance, the Page of Emotions, and the Two of Materials. There's a rebalancing that's required here, and I feel that this rebalancing is going to have to come from your side, not from their side, because again, if you're going to wait for it to come from their side, you may end up feeling disappointed. All right, now obviously there's the question that brings you to this reading, and then so what I'm going to do is I'm just from the Angel Answers deck going to draw for you a card which will either say yes, it'll say no, or it will give you a different sort of you know, guidance. So just ask in your mind any question that it is that you might be having at the moment that you would appreciate some sort of guidance from, and I'm going to draw that for you, and then afterwards I'm going to use the regular Rider-Waite tarot cards to clarify for you just what all the different zodiac signs. So, you know, you may be dealing with a different zodiac sign. It could be a fellow Virgo, or it can be all the way down to, you know, basically Aries to Pisces, anywhere in between. So just for the sign that you're dealing with, I'm literally going to draw for you one card for that as well. All right, ask your question. Let's get your card. So with your card, it says no need to worry. All right, no need to worry. Right there. So, just going to draw for you all the way from Aries all the way to Pisces, including Virgo. So for whatever energy that you deal with, whatever person that you deal with, whatever their sign is, I'm just going to draw 12 cards for that. All right. And while I'm doing that, I'd just also like to let you know that if you are interested in any graphic design, social media work, you can contact my best friend directly. She does all my social media work, as well as my social media management and designing my beautiful thumbnails. And if you check down below in the subscription or description, it says AC Digital Marketing Solutions. I'm also a spiritual regression hypnosis practitioner, and there's a link down below in the description for that as well. All right, more than welcome to subscribe to the channel if you want to do so. There's a reading coming up for you every week. Let's see, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 more cards. So Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Okay. One from the bottom, they say, and one more. Apart from that, I'd like to thank you for your time. I hope that you have a beautiful September, and I hope that you all have a beautiful birthday in this month. Enjoy your season. So, just the energy that you're basically dealing with. Aries, all hope is not gone, but there's still some area there for you to work on. Taurus, there's some peace that needs to be made there. There's something that you might need to step away from. Gemini, hell no. Hell no, hell no, hell no. Okay. Cancer, there's some heartache involved here. You know, there's some person's very stubborn. It might be them. Leo could be going forward there with the Knight of Swords, but you want to be careful. Virgo, fellow Virgo, could work out, but someone might be sneaky over there. Okay. Libra, things can actually work out, but you're going to have to give it time, and you're going to have quite a lot of patience. Scorpio, I would steer clear of that one. Sagittarius, could work, but I feel that they might be a little bit pushy there for you. Capricorn, that could really work. There's a good ship in the harbor there for you. Aquarius, you got 2 cards. It's the 9 of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords. So good potential over here, but might need to take a little work. And Pisces might be an absolutely perfect fit for you. All right. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye, Virgo.